What's up, boys and girls? Today we're going to be doing a review on my, well, not really a review, a walk around, and just going over a third gen 4Runner. Mine's the 1997 SR5, and I love it. I'm sorry I've been gone, but I just picked this thing up about 2 weeks ago, and I've been in love with it. So I'm gonna show y'all. If y'all are looking for a 97 or third gen 4Runner, I highly recommend them to you. They're amazing vehicles, really reliable, and just so many more uses than, say, like a small car. It's like the mid-range between a car and a truck. You can do pretty much anything with it. Daily drive it, off-road it, pretty much anything. So as you can see, I got her sitting all pretty. She is dirty. I haven't washed her since I got it. And I've been hunting, so I've been going, off-roading. As you can see, we're just gonna do a walk around first, then we'll get into everything. Front end looks a little prettier than the back end. That's just my opinion. Yeah. So I'm gonna start off with saying she's not in perfect shape, okay? This thing, I've had it since about June, early June. About June 12th is when I finally picked this thing up. And before we get into it, I'm gonna say I got an amazing deal on it. I paid 300 bucks for this thing. And while I'm talking about it, we're just gonna go over the motor. So I paid 300 bucks for this thing, and it had a bad head gasket. It didn't want to run right. It was smoking a little bit. It just didn't run right. 300 bucks, it's in good shape. Amazing shape. For 300 bucks, you couldn't complain. It had terrible tires on it, it didn't have the bumper, it didn't have the grill. You could see this headlight right here is brand new. That's the old one. Had a broken headlight. It didn't have the grill, it didn't have none of this. I'll pull up a picture of what it looked like right now. And what it looks like now. Obviously you can see that's a picture of what it looked like when I picked it up. So I just had a neighbor drive by, and they're really cool, and I just got really nervous and embarrassed. But anyway, so 300 bucks. I have about, let's just say, $2,000 in the motor. I got all new, brand new belts, gaskets, pretty much everything internally in the motor is pretty much brand new. And you can see this thing's clean. I got everything cleaned up, all new hoses, pretty much everything in this motor is brand new. I do have a check engine light on right now, which is obviously not brand new. But if we come up in here, I will show y'all my check engine light. Bam. And these 3.4 V6, that is what I have. Oh shoot. They're loud, they're obnoxious. They don't like cold mornings. They don't like starting on cold mornings. The check engine light is just an O2 sensor. I already had it checked. I gotta get a new O2 sensor. Not a huge deal. I think y'all can see what that is right there. Let's go ahead and cut this off. But yeah, the only part of this truck that was really is that spot right there. The underframe, it's not too bad, a little bit of surface rust, but other than a little surface rust, that ain't really that big of a deal. Fresh inspection. So let's get into the brand new tires. So the tires I had on it were really bald. These are brand new, all-terrain trail finders. They're 265, 75, 16. And they've been great. They're kind of loud, but for a cheap budget tire, I think I paid about $476 for all four, which isn't bad at all. That's brand new. You can't complain. They definitely do the job. Now let's get into the inside. As you can see, actually, my seats, this was a car that I got off my stepdad's friend. It was just sitting outside. He basically used this for a parts car for his 97 4Runner. And so you can see I got leather seats in the front, and then those, I reckon, cloth in the back. So, you know, it's definitely not the prettiest. We got power windows, power mirrors. What else? I just froze. My seat don't work right now. As you can see, my ground cable came out. I know, my ground cable came out, and neither of my seats go back right now, but I'm gonna have that fixed hopefully tomorrow. You can see lights. This is the 4-wheel drive automatic. So when I got my emergency brake up, I tested out the 4-wheel drive yesterday, and it works amazing. So I had to crawl up some wet grass. I didn't really even need it, but as you can see, cup holders, AC works amazing. So with this head unit, I know it's ugly. The brackets that were on my factory one, which I'll show y'all, they don't fit right. So that's the only way I could fit it in there. I'm gonna order some new brackets that'll hopefully fit right. But yeah, we got center console. Glove compartment's pretty damn small. Sorry, I got all my hunting stuff in here. Just got back from hunting yesterday. Throw those right there. Let's jump into the back seats. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, gas cap opens. You got to do that every time, which I kind of like, but kind of don't. Love-hate relationship. Back here, I'm sorry, you can't really see too much, but you know, you have a decent amount of room back here, and I got a toolbox. I got my hunting stuff, like I said. I will show y'all in a second. These seats go down, you get so much room. Let me show y'all that. And bam, son. So let's go back to the trunk. So right now, I have my 212s back here. They're not even plugged up right now. I just went and got a shitty amp, and I just keep getting a shortage, so I might pull that out until I can afford a better amp, but right now I'm kind of broke. But it means you can see, without the seats down, I could fit that huge box. I mean, you can tell how big it is, and my huge bow case. I'll show y'all my bow, because I just really want to show y'all, guys. Bam! Shot a groundhog in the face with that yesterday at 30 yards. Something really important, let me tell you. So if you're trying to put an aftermarket head unit, shit, I got a mess back here like crazy, but if you're trying to put an aftermarket head unit in your 3rd Gen 4Runner, what you got to do is this bitch right here. So you can see I wired this up, everything, my radio, it worked. But if you're having this problem, you gotta rip this out. You'll see it, it's right behind, right down here in the bottom behind this. You gotta rip this out, and you can see you got the 2 connectors you need for a wiring harness. Just go pick up a Toyota wiring harness, wire the wiring harness to your head unit, and you just gotta rip this bitch out pretty much if you're having that problem, which I didn't know before, and you know, it gave me tons of issues, but we got it all resolved now. As you can see, I got all kinds of junk back here, but still have so much room. That's why I love this thing. You know, I'm saying it's not a car, but it's not a truck, but I mean, you just have so much room. And one other thing I'm going to show you all back here is this right here. Under your rear passenger seat, it should have all the tools and stuff you will need to change your tire. I know it's a mess back here, but oh shit, I need that, don't I? What the freak is this? What does that look at? I don't know. But anyway, so I think that's pretty much everything in a, you know, summed up short video. Let's do a startup from the inside. This thing is loud and obnoxious. It's kind of stuttery at first, and then, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I love this thing. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I have a bad exhaust leak. It kind of stinks like freaking booty, but as you can see right here, Bam. Beautiful ride. Love it to death. See y'all next time.